Yay, big up, guy.
Yeah, mate, how's it going? How was your weekend, bro?
Yeah, not bad. Just a chilled one. Had friends over at the weekend. Um,
Always nice.
did a stream yesterday, but there weren't really many people on it, so it was only a little one yesterday. But hopefully we have more people on it tonight. I've realised Sunday's probably not the best day to do it. To be honest, Sunday evenings.
Sunday's okay in the morning, but in the evening, most people are eating, innit?
Yeah, probably getting ready for the start of the week. Um, so big up everyone. Welcome to my channel and live. And don't know what we're going to talk about, but there's one thing we are
Oh,
going to
I'm
get.
sure we'll find something to talk about, mate.
Yeah, one thing we will mention is the in a little while is the incoming managerial appointment of Roberto De Zerbi, which I'm sure we'll get guys' thoughts on it and my thoughts. It's funny because I posted a couple of videos up over the weekend. Or was it the weekend? Or it might have been last week. It was last week or the weekend. Someone said to me, "Have I got a disability? Am I retard or something?"
Oh,
Uh,
man.
on the
Don't
video,
worry, man. It's just the internet, bro. The internet can be a cruel, cruel place, man.
no, but I blocked that person from my channel. Um, and someone when I said, because I mentioned about Sean Dyche coming in,
Yeah.
which I'm not a massive Dyche fan, but we're in a relegation battle, so I thought we'd need someone like that, but
Mate, anyone, innit?
yeah,
Anyone.
someone accused me of being stupid, but I don't want to do too hard on him because that person is a regular. He just comment on my videos quite a lot, so I won't do too hard. He said
It's all good. It's
he
all
put he
good.
put no, he put no offense, but he's stupid or something. So um, like
Oh,
yeah,
the internet's a cruel place, man. The internet is a cruel place, and like I say, mate, it's all gravy. It's all gravy. But yeah, shall we get your thoughts on the news? Let's do a little roundup on your, because it's your channel, man. Go on a little monologue. Tell me what's going on, man. Tell me what's happening.
well, I was a bit I'm a sort of a with the Zerbi, I'm a sort of in the at the point where I don't know, because there's a part of me that's thinking he plays the football that we want, um, attacking football, which is great. We need someone like that, but he's a bit like Conte, abrupt. If things don't go his way, will he start throwing his toys out the pram? Um, and we're offering a lot of money, which, to be honest, is not really, it doesn't bother me too much. It's not my money, so it's not going to bother me as much. But obviously, he's backing of Mason Greenwood last year. Apparently, he's got a lot of stick for that from a lot of Spurs supporter groups. To whatever way you look at it, I think Mason Greenwood was guilty, and I think he got. Don't know why he got let off. People dropped the case, but I think because he backed him a bit. But what was he supposed to do? He was going to back his player, weren't he? You know, he was
I,
always
I
going to.
honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you, I don't know much about it, and it doesn't really concern me. I'm just being 100% honest because,
Yeah,
quite frankly, it's got nothing to do with De Zerbi, really, apart from, let's have a look here, just give us a minute. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with De Zerbi. So to me, I don't care. And like I say, the whole idea of De Zerbi coming or not, look, fan groups like to be loud and they like to get their point across with their little piddly statements. To me, I just don't care. Look, at the end of the day, look, I know De Zerbi is odds-on favourite to come right now, and people are like, "It's a lot of money. We're desperate." It's not like we're on the off season. You know what I mean? It's not like the January transfer season, or it's not like the summer season, is it? It's we've parted ways with Igor Tudor, and essentially we just need someone in to get results. This is results based at the end of the day. It's all
yeah,
results based. We need to get results. It's all about the points, and it's also on the players as well. So yeah, I mean, I honestly, look, is Deserby? I haven't heard any news that it's a full on gone conclusion. But for me, it's just like, okay, cool, get him in, get whoever he is in, because like I say, we're going to offer him a shitload of money because we are desperate. It's a we are desperate. We don't want to get relegated, right? And at the end of the
Zerbi,
day, go on.
Zerbi wins in this situation because he knows how desperate Spurs are, so he holds all the bargaining
Oh yeah, 100%.
rules
That's
and
for any
stuff.
manager coming in, though. That's for any manager coming in. They're going to be like, I smell blood in the water. Give me more money. And what'll happen is, we'll end up paying it because we have to. It's either that or say goodbye to the Premiership or Premier League. Sorry, I keep calling it the Premiership for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, like there's obviously groups going around saying to say no to De Zerbi, but then who is the manager? Because we were saying no in the past. We've said no to Nuno. We've said no to, and if it was the fans, if the fans had the choice of running a football club, then we'll all be running a football club, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I
So
mean, to be honest, I know there's a lot of stuff going. Oh, it's woke. To me, I don't care, bro. I don't
yeah,
care. To me, I don't care. Just get a good manager in that's able to see out 7 games, not get us relegated, and good job. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we all knew Tudor was going anyway. Just look at the record, man. Look
yeah,
at the record. A one win out of his entire spell, and that really wasn't a win if we put it into context, was it?
no, we
Um,
lost, didn't we? We lost the tie.
yeah, we lost the tie, bro. And yeah, his way of approaching games was a bit off, to say the least. I
Yeah,
mean, his lineups make most no sense. Substitutions make no sense. At the end of the day, it was my first ever YouTube video after getting Frank was sacked, and I was like, "Do you put faith and any faith in this club picking a worthy successor?" And I was like, "No." And then we got someone that I had to Google. Well, I think most of our fans had to Google him, and he came in and didn't make much difference. We're still toothless. We still can't create chances. We're still not passing the ball forward. And midfield was still dead. And I know that people are going to say, "Oh, but the players." Yeah, that's cool, man. That's all good, man. But we still got to create chances when we've got them, and we're
yeah,
not even doing that. So it's another day in paradise, bro. Another day of continual just hate mongering and just absolute pain.
exactly. Um, the thing is with Tudor, he was playing positions out. He was playing players out of position. So, and all we need is someone to like when Michael Carrick got gone in at United. He just kept it simple, played the players in the right position, and looked at them flying. And I think De Zerbi will do that and stuff. But the players have got to take responsibility as well. They're by the time De Zerbi, by the time we play our first game under De Zerbi, we could be in the bottom three. Um, Now, will that be the wake up call the players need? If we drop into the bottom three, will the players be like, "Oh shit, we're banding in trouble now"? Well, they've not had that attitude all season, and I worry that a lot of them probably thinking that a lot of them are probably onto the agents thinking, "I'm too big for this, get me out of here," sort of thing. And whether they actually care if we do go down, that's my worry. Because I think Van der Ven on their day, Van der Ven and Romero on their day are good defenders, but they've also been shot in on their day. They've also been shot in, and their attitude is absolute shocking as well.
Well,
Um,
the whole team is. When you
yeah,
say, "Oh, do you think this is the wake up call?" Like the wake up call should have happened ages ago, man. It should have happened
yeah,
6 months ago, bro. Like I remember last season. It was Sonny came out when we had some shocking run of games, and he came out. It was after. I think it was after the 20. I think it was the 18th, maybe the 18th or 19th loss. Hey,
yeah.
it was
Big up,
either the
Lisa.
18th.
Lisa, thanks for coming on. Evening, you two gorgeous guys. Hope you good. Hope you did as well, Lisa. Thanks for coming on. Carry on, guys. Sorry.
But yeah, no, it was. I think it was around about the 18th or 19th loss, or it could have been the 17th. Don't get me. Like I say, last season was dreadful. and our captain Sonny comes out and goes, "Yeah, we need to wake up, brother, brother. You need to. You should be awake now. You should be wide awake.
Yeah.
You know, like if these players aren't awake to the fact that if we continue on our current form, we are going to get relegated. I don't know what will, mate. I don't know
Um,
what will.
to be honest, before I jump in with that, Lisa, in the comment, what do you think about the Zerbi? Drop your comment below.
Yeah, man.
To hear your thoughts. Um, the thing is, I'm fed up with all these players coming out and apologising to the fans after putting in a performance, putting them in the stink fest. Vicaria, how many times has he apologised to the fans for making a mistake? Well, don't make the mistake. Don't put a bad performance in. Then you don't have to apologise. Apologies. I say to my kids all the time, I say, when they're naughty, I say, and they apologise to me, and I'm saying, okay, apology accepted, but you'll do it. You'll do the same thing in an hour or two time. So don't if you keep apologising for the same thing, an apology means nothing at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, look, our performances have been shocking since Wolves, since we had Wolves at home.
Yeah,
Like, no offense, it's been shocking. Like, there's a
we was
like, look at
we were
our home
celebrating the
form
1-0
all
draw, weren't we?
season.
We were celebrating the 1-0 draw that day.
Yeah, but remember we were getting late minute equalizers, and everyone was like, yeah, yeah, and I'm like, no, no, because remember Liverpool were doing exactly the same. They were celebrating late equalizers and late winners, and I was like, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. You cannot rely on that to win games. Um, but yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, De Zerbi coming in, cool, man. Like I say, I put a Labubu in there, man. I don't care. It's about results. It's about results now. We've got 7 games. We need at least we need at least 10 points, mate. We need at least 10 points.
Yeah, I agree with you. Lisa's put, I'm happy with the Zerbi. How you guys feeling? I don't know, a little bit skeptical about the whole thing. But to be honest, I'm so desperate at the moment. It don't matter. Mike Bassett to be in charge at the moment.
Yeah,
I'm so desperate. The thing is, we should have sacked Frank months before it happened.
yep,
And then we got to then whoever thought it would be a good idea to give Tudor the job. Yeah, whatever he said in that interview, and the board be like, oh yeah, he's the one. I'd love to have seen that interview because that was clearly a mistake. But De Zerbi, when it was at Brighton, I actually liked him. It's only the way he left Brighton and then the way he left Marseille that I'm a little bit funny about it, because I start to wonder if things don't go his way, will he do another Conte and throw everyone under the bus? So I'm a bit surprised they've gone down this route.
I mean, the way the journalists, definitely,
That's true.
mate. The journalists are just running. The journalists are just running any story they have now on any manager, man. Any manager that's not employed, they're
Yeah,
saying, "Oh, he could be the next manager. He could be the." I mean, whatever sells papers in it, whatever gets clicked. But yeah, I mean, like again, we've got the same names: Adi Hutta, De Zerbi, blah de blah, this person, that person. But at the end of the day, I know this is non-controversial, but like, just get someone in to see out the season, and the whole thing is about not getting relegated. That's the whole thing. It's just not getting relegated, man. That's all
yeah.
it's about. It's just not getting relegated.
The thing is, are you a bit surprised they've offered the Zerbi a 5-year deal? Because what happens if he comes in and we do get relegated? Do you think he's going to think, oh, yeah, I'll stick around and get us promoted out of the Championship?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, is this 5-year deal done? I mean, to me, I'll just wait until it's all sorted. When the dust has settled, that's when I'll like chime in on it. But at the moment, like, look, at the end of the day, some people might not want him. Some people might want him. I'm in the camp of whatever gets results, whatever gets results at the end of the day, because we are desperate. We will pay desperation cash because at the end of the day, look, think about the millions that we would lose out if we left the Premiership versus the millions that
Uh,
we pay. If we lose 100 million, yeah, if we lose 100 million in the Premiership and we pay him 80 million, that we still made a profit on it. And obviously, I'm not saying no real numbers,
you mean
but you
Premier
know what
League?
I mean.
You mean
Yeah,
Premier
sorry,
League?
Premier League. Yeah, Premier League. Yeah,
Yeah. Apparently, it could affect us for 5 years if we drop down. I've seen on Star Sports earlier.
yeah,
Um, Definitely has put Zerbi isn't the worst choice in my opinion. Yeah, when you come on, mate, I'd like to hear your opinion on it all.
yeah. We
Lisa's,
don't like to speak for you, mate. We just like to speak
yeah,
about you.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Um, Lisa's put, yeah, I agree with Definitely's comment. I think he will divide opinions. I never think, obviously, what we mentioned earlier about his backing of Mason Greenwood and stuff. You know, he was always going to do. It was his player. He's always what was he supposed to do? He's always going to say something.
It's the
Um,
same thing with Arsenal and Thomas Partey. It's the same thing with Arsenal and
yeah,
Thomas Partey.
exactly. And to be fair, the whole Mason Greenwood thing, he wasn't actually found guilty, so it's a bit hard to really say what really happened. But like but also I think definitely said you know, he isn't the worst choice. Well, he loved Conte, definitely did. So
Yeah, I was about to say, he
he's
deep
always
throats
going to think he's
Conte,
the right
don't he?
thing.
But yeah, I mean, look. At the end of the day, we've got 7 games. Football's not rocket science. You put the ball in the back of their net more times than it goes in your net. You know, you defend the strikers coming at you. You attack the defenders coming at you. Keep it simple, stupid. I don't care about the Tottenham way. I don't care about how we play or what style or formation. None of that business. Because for me, it's all about results. We need to see out these results. Because I'm honestly thinking, I'm looking at West Ham and I'm thinking they could get 8 points. They could get
Yeah,
8 points till the end of the season, right? So we've got at least got to get 9 or 10. I would like to get 10. That would make me comfortable. That would be like, oh, cool. At the end of the season, like 2 games before the end of the season, if we're like 5 points ahead, I'll be all fine, bro. I can just just stop worrying about this relegation stuff and just chill. Until then, relegation's on the cards, bro. It's on the cards because based on our current form, we're going down. If you just look at our form is this. We are only just ahead on form than Sheffield Wednesday are. That's insane.
that's bad, isn't it? That is. I just want us to win a game, and then we'll
Yeah,
take
yeah.
each game as it comes, and just see what happens after.
No,
Um,
it's got to the point. It's like I was
yeah,
streaming. I was streaming the watch along for the Forest game, and like I say, you came on the pre-stream for that, and
yeah,
it's like, is it so hard to ask? Is it so hard to ask just to win a game? Is it so
exactly.
hard to ask?
Yeah, exactly. The Lisa's put might be controversial, but I take Greenwood. The thing is, if we sign Greenwood, as a player, brilliant player. But I think if we sign Greenwood, there'll be a lot of angry people, especially a lot of the women platforms will be very upset. I think.
I don't
Um,
know. See, for me, I'm not even
I'm not
thinking
sure it's
about the
worth it,
transfer
to be
window,
honest.
bro.
So
I'm not even thinking about the transfer window until I know what league we're playing in next season, bro.
exactly, definitely put. Nah, they wouldn't go through with the case because the witness sided with the accused in the end. Well, actually, his his girlfriend that accused him. I don't really want to get too much obviously involved in this channel, but it's actually stayed with him in the end. Has got a baby with him, isn't it? So if
I
it was
honestly,
true, then
I
why would
honestly
they stay with
don't know
him? Like,
anything about it. I don't know
yeah,
anything about it, mate. I don't tend. It's not something that I tend to follow on the news, bro.
no, definitely not. Definitely put no point in prostitution. Running with it, yeah, exactly. Um, Definitely just
Yeah,
put.
exactly.
They could easily get
They
6
could
points.
easily get 8 points.
8 points,
West Ham
yeah.
could
West Ham,
easily
yeah.
get 8 points, man.
Yeah. He's also put, that's exactly why they didn't. No point in them running with a case for that reason. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, look. I don't. Here's another thing. I don't watch Liga. I tend to follow the Bundesliga and the Liga because they're the teams. I follow Barcelona and Bayern. I have done for donkey's years. Um, but I don't know how he was at Marseille. I don't know.
He finished second.
Honestly, have no
He
idea.
finished second in his first season at Marseille, which isn't too bad considering PSG are in the league. And then I don't know what he was like this season. He was only there for last season and half of this season, but they got knocked out of Champions League. That's why they sold him. That's why they got rid of him even. Lisa's put. I'm only interested in my team. Everyone makes mistakes, guys. About Mason Greenwood. Yeah, but it's a big mistake. If you don't want someone like that playing for you. If he's guilty, you don't want someone like that playing for you. Like Thomas Partey's been found. Is he found guilty or he's been charged and stuff?
No,
But
it's an ongoing case. It's
would
ongoing.
you have
It's
him at
ongoing.
Spurs? So it's one of those things. And but obviously, we'll stick to football and stuff, and don't have to get involved in all that and stuff. What will be and stuff.
But yeah, when do you think all of this nonsense is going to be announced? When do you think it's actually going to be announced? Because we are
Tomorrow.
obviously looking for it. Do you think it's going to be tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's going to
I
wake
mean,
up and just. I don't, mate. It's
maybe
got to
not
be
wake
soon,
up.
innit?
I think it'll be announced tomorrow lunchtime.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's got to be announced. Oh, and to be honest, content's got a content in it. Loads of people are running content on it.
I know.
Speaking of which, we're doing that.
Today, like literally everyone's streaming, aren't they? At some point today.
Yeah. Well, this is what happens, man, when you fire a manager. The rumor mill goes into overdrive. The media needs to get clicks on their pages in it, and it's a slow news day because it's international break and England are crap.
No.
So yeah,
Did you went to the game the other night, didn't you?
I did. Yes, I went to the game.
My mate
I
went
was
to it.
at Wembley.
My mate went to it, and he said especially in the first half, he
Shocking.
said it was boring as anything.
Absolutely. Well, we played the B team, and that was Tuchel's. Plan at the very start is to play the B team and see if the B team can actually play. And no, they can't. Solanke was crap. They were all crap. It was all crap. It was crap. It was crap. I mean, I went to the pub afterwards.
I'm starting to think Solanke isn't up to it. He's not as good as I
He's
thought he would
never
be.
been up to it, mate. He's never. We signed him from Bournemouth on a purple patch. And I said this when we signed him. I was like, why are we getting Solanke? Oh, but he scored loads of goals at Bournemouth. So?
I know Sava put on his channel a few times that he scored 19 goals for Bournemouth, but that was his only time he's scored that many goals. All the other seasons he's been shit, basically.
Yeah, it was just a purple patch. It was just a purple patch, and you can see him. Look, England have a massive striker issue because at the end of the day, the only striker that's worth their weight in gold is Harry Kane, and he's potentially. Excuse me. If he wins the Champions League this year, he'll get the Ballon d'Or. Simple. If Bayern wins the Champions League, he's going to get the Ballon d'Or because that's how it tends to work.
Yeah.
You've got to win your domestic league and Champions League if you do the double, right? Because we've got Ousmane Dembele last season. Well, they won pretty much everything apart from the Club World Cup. But yeah, I mean, look, it's just we've got a massive striker issue. Solanke ain't up for it. Ollie Watkins ain't up for it. Who else? Dominic. I couldn't believe Dominic Calvert-Lewin is shockingly bad. But when it comes to Solanke, man, it's just bang average, bro. It's bang average. Oh, but his hold-up play is good. I don't give a toss. I want him to score goals. That's his job.
Who would you rather have, Solanke or Richarlison?
Mate, It depends who we're facing, innit? And it also depends on the system that we're playing as well. And also depends on like if the manager is going to be counter-attacking or if he's going to be attacking, or it all depends on the system that we're playing in. Because Solanke can nick some goals, but also Richie can nick some goals too. But yeah, I look when
How
it comes
Spurs
to
how
what.
things have changed since the whole Kane Son days, and
Well, it's our club, innit? We get rid of gold and we bring in coal.
yeah,
That's what we
exactly.
do, man. We always sell gold and bring in coal. It's hoping that there's going to be a diamond in the rough, and just to let you know, never is, never is.
Let's just get behind the manager and keep our fingers crossed. To be honest, we've got behind all the managers and nothing's ever worked. And it's getting to a stage
Sorry,
now where I'm getting very nervous and stuff
no hope, bro. No hope. No
for
hope.
staying up. Um, yeah, I still don't think, even the Zerbi, I still don't think anyone can save us. I'm just be praying every game with hiding behind my fingers at the games and hope he gives us a bit of confidence. But my problem is, are those players gonna are gonna play for someone like that who's gonna tip this? He's not gonna mess about, and he's gonna tell them how it is and stuff. He's gonna ruffle up a few feathers. And I think those players are a bit too like sensitive, and someone like that will come in, and I don't think that will help them at all.
Well, we've seen it all season, mate. There's nothing that I've seen at any part in the season which I can say, you know what, I think they can do it. Because, we've heard the bullshit about getting behind the team. We've heard the bullshit about getting behind the people in the stadium, don't leave the stadium, get behind the team, back the lads, all of this crap. We've backed them all season, bro. We've backed them all season. It's not like we're throwing
Yeah,
bricks through their window or anything. You know what I mean? It's not like we're like sending them death threats or any of that crap. And it's just getting to the point now where it's just like, look, mate, you've got to step up. These players have to step up. And what it requires is a complete 180, 180-degree performance change. And are these players capable of doing that performance change? I'm sorry, mate. I'm not gonna hold my breath.
no, I don't. Not once. I've looked at this squad and thought we can. They're the players that get us out of trouble. I've said in the past. I look at West Ham's team, Forest, Leeds, and they have a bit more about them. They're used to being in relegation battles, and these players are not. And I think a lot of these players think that they're too good to be in the situation we're in. And to be honest, they're the reason we're in the situation in the first place.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're not the only person to say this, right? So, I've listened to Newcastle fans; they've been relegated. I've been listening to Forest fans; they've been relegated. West Ham fans; they've been relegated. QPR fans; they got relegated. Charlton fans; they got relegated. So
Yeah.
I've got loads of friends that have been in relegation teams, and every single one of them has told me your players do not look like they have the fight in them to survive relegation. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with you, mate. And like I say, it needs a complete 180 when it
Yeah.
comes to tactics, attitude, play style. I mean, it's taken us. Look at it this way, mate. I'm not going to lie. It's taken us 80% of the season to be able to string five passes together. We can pass now. Have you noticed that we're actually
Yeah.
passing?
Yeah.
It's just shocking. And the thing is, like, people will say, "Oh, but our teams are better." No, our squad is better. Yeah, but the problem is our squad may, in your opinion, however learned or not, might be better on paper, but paper don't win football matches.
Exactly. Lisa's put enjoy the ride. I see you're not drinking your wines tonight, Lisa, so that's a good thing, isn't it?
It's a school night. It's a school
Yeah.
night. But
I'm
no,
gonna put,
like,
I'm gonna put the link in the chat if anyone wants to come on have a chat. Um, So yeah, the link's there. And wants to come on. But yeah, I don't know really. I'm so desperate for Spurs to stay in the league in the Premier League. I'm a bit. It doesn't to me. It doesn't matter who we get in. If like obviously De Zerbi's going to be like I heard he's like the third highest paid manager in the Premier League or something. But if he keeps us up, that money's well spent because the money that we're
Yeah.
going to save
Yes.
in the Premier League, we're going to lose loads if we go down. So it'll be definitely worth it if he keeps us up. So yeah,
Yeah, because essentially it's an investment, right? And the problem
yeah,
is it's risk assessment in it.
yeah,
Essentially, we have a high risk of going down, therefore the investment's going to be higher. Um, Look, I don't care if he's the top paid manager in the Premier League for the next 7 games. I don't care.
yeah,
I don't care. Oh, it will financially cripple us, dude. Being in the Championship is going to financially cripple
yeah,
us.
yeah,
Like, it's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Why are we even caring how much money we give this bastard? Just get in, get results, and just stay in the fucking Premier League so we can sort all the rest of the shit out during the summer. You know,
I think a lot of fans think it's our money because the way we go on about, oh, we shouldn't offer them that, we shouldn't offer them that. It's not our money, so who cares? Who gives a fuck
dude, it's
how much
dude, it's
money we
it's
offer them?
B Tech level wannabe businessman. It is
Yeah,
just shocking how people talk about our finances. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if I want to know about the finances of football, there's actually dedicated newspapers and magazines and online publications that go through all of this in very fine detail. You
yeah,
know what I mean? They go through it in very fine detail. And to be honest, at the end of the day, like, the only thing a Spurs fan should be worried about right now is getting the results to stay up because the rest is academic. It's all academic. Oh, because I was listening to people talking about like who we're gonna sign next season. It's like, bro, you don't even know what fucking league we're playing in next
I know,
season,
I
man.
know. But the thing is,
Eh,
if we go down, we'll probably have to try and sign the best players in the championship. But then if we get promoted, those players might not be good enough for the Premier League, so we'd have to get rid of them and sign other players in. So
yeah, it's all academic, isn't it? It's all academic. It's like playing. It's just like, yeah, go, Lisa. Day
yeah,
off tomorrow.
get on the
Get
wines,
on,
and Lucia.
yeah,
Get
get
back
on
up.
the slosh.
Yeah.
Get on the slosh, love. Get on the slosh. But no, for real though. Like, honestly, it's like after this international break, which is 3 weeks, which is a long time, and I'm going to go football boot shopping next
well,
week.
it's not 3 weeks, is it? Plus the FA Cup as well. So
Oh yeah, I'll bet
yeah,
you. Are we playing in the FA Cup, brother?
no.
Are
So
we
it's
playing in the FA Cup?
I know, but
No,
the international break's not 3 weeks, is it?
I know, but you know what I mean. But you
Yeah,
know what I mean.
yeah,
We've got the international break, however weeks that is. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, for me, just get someone in there, get them sat down, rub their noses in the grass, tell them you've been a bad boy, and then tell them to fucking run. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So Lisa's put. I'm on it like a car bonnet. That's my girl. That's what we like to hear, isn't it, guy?
Yeah, slosh it up, love, slosh it up. But I mean, it's just shocking, isn't it, man? It's just absolutely shocking, and like, still people are saying Archie Gray is one of our best players, and it's like,
I know he's done all right lately, but to be honest, being one of your best players for a team that's near the bottom of the three isn't something to be proud of.
yeah. And this is the thing, I said in one of my group chats, I was like, when people are just saying, "Oh, we're a joke, we're finished, we're this, that, and the other," I'm like, all right, again, I said it on your stream so many times. Spurs fans need to wake up to the realization we are shit. we also need to wake up to the realization we are a joke. We've been a joke for some years. Oh, we're in decline. We've been in decline for some time. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
this is not new. And like all those, like I say, we all like no offense, even I thought that. Like coming in like the end of last season about our league position, I was like, it's an anomaly, man. This has got
Yeah.
to be an anomaly. It's not. It's
I know.
not anomaly.
We were lucky last year that 3 teams were much worse than us, isn't it? We finished like 16
Yeah.
points clear of relegation because we got relegated last season, being in the Champions League, playing in the Championship.
Yeah, remember just after COVID when all the politicians and the media were coming out about this buzzword called the new norm. We've got to get used to the new norm. Well, the new norm is Spurs are shit. The new norm, expect us, if we stay in the Premier League next season, expect us to be bottom of the table again.
Yeah,
Expect it. Because this is where we are now. Big
you
up, Lee.
guys have fast become my favourites. Don't let Kate and Jimbo hear you say that.
Yeah.
And also, I wish everyone would feel the same way, to be honest. But big up, Lisa. Thanks for that.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We cannot go into, if we stay, like, let's say, I'm going to say God willing, but still, God willing, right? We pray to the football gods high above that we stay in the Premier League, yeah? Are you expecting to be 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th?
No, I'm expecting us to. Big things need to change at Spurs for us to. If we stay at this season, I still think big things need to change at Spurs for us to really be challenging near the top of the league. Which means the Enix need to fuck off, basically.
Yeah, get the fuck out of our club. Get the fuck out of our club. But honestly, bro.
I think while they're there, nothing will ever change.
Yeah. We're gonna be the new Brentford, mate. Definitely. How's your brain cells, mate? How's your brain cells?
They're all right, mate. They're all right.
Yeah. Yeah, because apparently,
as much as I use you've
come into the big boy land. No. Apparently, Richarlison plays for Brazil, who hasn't even been in the squad for ages. It's João Pedro's their number 9, by the way.
Is he their number? Sorry, I said that as well. To be fair.
No, it's fine. That's why I was listening to that stream, and I'm not going to say the stream, but I was listening to these people talk, and I'm like, you have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
I'm not singing about. Yeah, you was on it earlier, weren't you?
But yeah, and they were going about on like Bayern isn't entertaining to watch, and I'm like, in the last 10 games, Bayern have won their games by 3 goals. Yeah, they're not entertaining to watch, bro. Olise, Harry Kane, Diaz. Yeah, they're not good to watch, definitely, mate. They're not entertaining.
They're too good for that league, isn't it? They're walking it.
Oh, but come on, definitely. I love it. Yeah, what's your opinion, bro? Come on, bro.
On what De Zerbi, like, go and get him, see what he does, and then if he's shit, sack him, like we do with everyone else. That's all we can do.
Yeah, because we've only got. Because look, we've only got 7 games, bro. I'm like, give him whoever wants to come in, give them all the money. But just give them as much money as possible, bro. I don't care.
But yeah, De Zerbi, I'm worried he would just be another manager like Nuno or Thomas Frank. You know, someone who comes in from like the lower teams, and then just basically he gets found out because of the lower teams. He was able to draw 3 in a row, lose 2, win 1, draw another 3, win 2, draw 2, lose 3, and then no one really notices. But when you have that form at Spurs, questions start being asked. And we've seen that pressure fall under Frank. We've seen that pressure fall under Nuno. And I think De Zerbi, he could just be another one of them. So, yeah, I don't really know.
Definitely. One question, mate. One question. Do you think he'll play the Spurs way?
Oh, fucking hell. If it's winning football, it's winning football. For me, the Spurs way is football that wins. So if you win us a trophy, you play the Spurs way. I should have said that while I was on there, but I didn't want to get my head bitten off.
Yeah, dude, I was messaging you, and I'm just like, lol, 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 lol. You're just like,
Yeah, I'm like, what the bloody hell do I say?
it's fine. Mate, that's one of the reasons why, like, when that stuff goes off, I'm like, yo, bros, I'm off, I'm going. But yeah, no, like, I'm with you, bro. He needs to get points. Whoever comes in, be it, mate. I don't care if a Pikachu. Look, if you get a Pokemon in, I don't care as long as you get some points. And the Boo Boo, get a Labubu in there. He's got to get points. Mate. Get Mario and Luigi in there, bro. Let's woohoo. You know what I mean?
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
We need a magic wand. We need like Harry Potter or something in there to wave his wand or something to get us out of this situation.
But yeah, no, look, at the end of the day, it's not rocket science, right? Relegation football's not rocket science. It's put the ball in the back of their net more than it goes in the back of ours.
I mean, we've been like a relegation pod aside for ages. I mean, I think the moment it sunk in for me was when we played Leicester at home, when Leicester had lost like 10 games in a row. And we got battered by them.
Dude,
us off.
You know that game? I was there, right? So I swapped my seat from the south stand, and I was Rude. It was Rude Van Nistelrooy that was managing?
Yeah.
Right, so I swapped my seat from the south stand to stand directly behind Rude Van Nistelrooy, right? So I'm giving him all this, and I'm giving him this, and I had international fans, and I taught them how to do this. Yeah, I've got a photo of me and a Korean fan doing this. It was hilarious, right? So half time, I'm in the stadium. I'm like, we've got this sorted. I go to the bar. I have 3 drinks. By the time I get to the stadium, we conceded 2 goals. I was like, what just happened? And it was like, yeah, Jamie Vardy scored and he did this. And I was just like, oh, that's it. We're finished. We're done, bro.
What's the score in that game again? Was it 2-1?
It was 2-1. Leicester scored like 1-0. Then we got an equaliser, and then Leicester went ahead again. It was the most annoying thing ever.
I think Leicester, didn't they lose loads of games in a row? Beat us,
yeah,
and then lose the rest of the games or something.
Yeah, and they got relegated, and they got doubly relegated. They're going back to League One, mate.
Didn't they get relegated the season they beat us under Conte as well? When they beat us 4-1, they got relegated that season. Yeah, the game at home though, they didn't just like luckily beat us 2-1. They basically played us off the park. I remember it was the same against Ipswich as well. Ipswich, they just came to us.
I was at that game.
They battered us.
Maybe it's your fault, Guy. Maybe it's your fault.
Dude, did you know that during that Ange season,
Yeah.
During that Ange season, I honestly thought I was a curse. I honestly thought I was a curse, yeah? Because every time I was giving my ticket to my godkids, yeah?
Yeah.
I gave my ticket to my godkids, but don't tell Tottenham. They would take my ticket and we would like get a draw or something, yeah? So I thought it was me. And then one day I can't remember one of the losses. I mean, there were 22. I mean, I can't remember all the fucking losses, bro. I gave up this season after 10. I'm like, I ain't going back. And my godkids were just like, because they're not even Spurs fans, right? So they just like watching football. And they were like, we don't want to go again anymore. It's boring. I was like, oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
That's the thing, like, I hear some fans saying about they'll take Ange back and stuff. And I'm like, just because it's not worked out this season, Ange definitely ain't the answer. We lost 22 games last season. We were
I can just imagine him just like basically the media hyping up his return, saying all this would be a big thing, the trophy winner for Spurs, and then basically we're like 3-0 down at home within the first half an hour, and then just there with that.
Oh, don't.
His face, the look on his face every time we'll be like losing.
Oh my God! And I'll go back to my seat where I usually sit behind the team, where I'm just slagging them off. I was on a 2-hour stream with some people with some people that were unironically saying bring back Ange. And I swear to God, I honestly thought I was going to go bald after that stream because I was just like pulling my hair out. I was like, what are we doing here? But no, definitely, mate. What's your take on how much we're going to give a relegation manager, bro?
A relegation manager, like a big
Yeah,
salary.
like he's been given 12 million a year, isn't he? And a bonus if he keeps us up.
Yeah, so I mean, anyone will come for that, mate. It's free money, isn't it? Because even if you don't do your job, you get fucking a payout.
The thing is, he turned us. He said no originally. He wants the summer, and Spurs have probably obviously said we'll give you this, and that, and he's like, hang on a minute. Actually, I think I might change my mind, and then it's something like that. As he's going out the door, he says no, about the job. He says no, not till summer. And just as he's stepping outside the door, he hears those numbers in the.
He does a Columbo. He does a Columbo.
So
yeah, he does a Columbo. He does a Columbo. He goes one more thing.
yeah.
I love how definitely he's just like I'm just laughing because if I laugh I'm gonna cry.
It's just yeah. Well, I mean, what else can you do in this position? I mean, it's the worst. It's the worst season ever.
At least Adolf Hitler's not. I mean, sorry, Adolf Hitler isn't the new manager. What the hell is that all about?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they were thinking, or just what.
I wonder if that was just. I wonder if someone had just made a joke of it, saying, "Oh look, he's got a laugh."
And then Johan Langer's it's his lack of being able to read social situations. He just takes it as a serious thing.
I swear to God, I'll tell you who's the people who are making the most money off of this are the journalists, man. The journalists are making bank off of this because they could honestly just say breaking news, Tottenham in talks with insert name here, and it would just sell. And also, just a quick one, definitely. Asking for Jermaine Defoe isn't being sentimental, considering he was only let go from Spurs from training our youth team this season.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like, we'll just at least have him in the coaching staff somewhere, because like, what's the point in not when he was doing a seemingly good job with the players we did have when we were looking good.
We can't have
like Mikey Moore. He did. He trained Mikey Moore. He trained he's only recently left us. But it's all right, definitely. You're just being too sentimental, mate. You're just being too sentimental.
Did you hear about Sean?
You're just asking for DEI hires, mate. You're just asking for DEI.
Did you hear about Sean Dyche?
Dyche.
He was on Talk Sport, and he was saying he was in a pub, and someone walked in and said, "Oh, Dyche, I heard you in talks with Tottenham tonight," and he's like, "Well, I can't be. I'm stood in the pub next to you."
Oh yeah.
And he said that Tottenham are a great club, and he's flattered. But no matter what he says, the journalist will take. If he says if he doesn't say no about the job, they'll say, "Well, he didn't say no."
Yeah,
that's true.
And the thing is, you've got to realise if you're a manager, right? If you're a manager who's not employed, right? And a journalist comes up to you and says, "Oh, if Tottenham come for you, and would you do it?" You're not gonna say no because they might come up to you after the journalist talks to you. You don't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, lads. I mean,
I find it hard to believe that when you hear about. I heard Sean Dyche turned it down, and I find it hard to believe they've turned it down. But what I hear is that managers like Sean Dyche got offered like a couple-month deal to try and keep us up, and then they and he's turned it down. So he wants a longer contract. So I can understand managers going down that route, thinking, "No, I don't want to be here for 2 years. If you want me, you've got to be here longer." But come on, I mean, as much as Spurs, we're not on the same level as United or Liverpool, clubs like that. But we're still a big club. So if Spurs come after you, there'll still be a lot of managers that's interested in coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, there's all, as I say, put the fucking money on the table, and they will fucking come to you. Like it doesn't matter how much money it is. You know, we've seen them willing to splash out 60 million, whatever. Just put the fucking money on the table, and then if they'd still rather go to another club, so be it. But then at least you can actually say you've done everything you possibly can to get in one of these managers. It's not like pussyfooting around where you put in few £1 million and then they're like, no, we want this, and then you just give like 1 million more, and then they just tell you to bugger off because they don't want to like you. That's the way we've been moving with players. That's the way we've been moving with managers. If we actually just want someone who's going to come in and set this team right, we're going to have to spend some actual money on them. The problem is when we do spend the money, it's on Thomas Frank. How much fucking money did we spend on him? Like, it was kind of crazy.
Like $7 million a year or something.
Yeah, it was the third highest paid manager in the Prem, bro.
They thought he was like the second coming of Jesus or something.
Yeah.
It was the long hair, bro. It was the long hair.
No, there were fans that I remember. There were a lot of fans as well at first that treated him like the second coming of Jesus.
Oh, bro, the amount of dick sucking they gave him before a ball was kicked, bro.
A lot of fans thought he was a safe pair of hands, and I actually thought he was a safe pair of hands at one point.
Yeah, safe pair of hands to do that, bro.
I mean, those are the safest pair of hands, mate.
Didn't you want
I'm
Frank
more like that, bro. Come here, baby.
Didn't you want Frank when he first came in? When he was first given a job, were you a bit?
It wasn't that I was like that I actively wanted him, like he was my first choice, but he was like, when they did bring him in, I'm like, okay, I guess he's a Spurs manager. I should try get behind him. I should try and focus on the positive stuff he did to Brentford, and then be optimistic about him bringing it to Spurs. And then when we did pick up a few results, put in a few good performances, I was keeping that optimism going. And then we lost one game at home to Bournemouth, and I was like, right, okay, it happens. You know, Harry lost games, Poch lost games. And then there were more results where, you know, we drew 2 with Brighton, and then you're like, all right, well, at least we fought back from 2 down. Then we draw 1-1 with Wolves, and it's like, all right, at least we scored the last minute goal to equalise. And there's all these little things. And then there was those games against Chelsea and Arsenal where at that point I was like, all right, well, these performances were atrocious, right? But sometimes you got to give a manager time. It was basically, I was telling myself something like that. Like it was less and less convincing over time, because at first it was, at least we did this, at least we did that. Then it slowly became, well, it's not good, but you've got to give the manager time. And then it was that we had the win at home to Brentford, and then before that was the draw away to Newcastle, and then the win in the Champions League against Slavia Prague. I was like, okay, well, that's something. And then I was like, let's hope we can build up on this. And then we lost 3-0 to Nottingham Forest, and I was like, he needs to be gone tonight. I'm sorry, just like this guy needs to go. It was slowly building up. We all saw it basically, and then there was still some fans like defending him towards the very end. And I say that at the same time, and I now wonder, should we have kept him instead of bloody Igor Tudor? Do you think Thomas Frank could have got more points than fucking Igor Tudor?
Well, to be honest, we kept Frank for too long, but we shouldn't have brought Tudor in at all. We should have sacked Frank a couple months before we did sack him, and we shouldn't have brought Tudor, and we should have brought someone else in. Why don't we go for Zerbi after he left Marseille? If we're offering him the money now, he left Marseille, money on the table for him, and say, look, we want you as our manager and stuff. You know, would he have accepted it then?
I learned a valuable lesson from my ex-wife. Never try to understand crazy, bro. Don't try to understand crazy, bro.
Under Frank, you know, we lost to PSG in the Super Cup. At the time, I was thinking, yeah, we lost, and I was gutted we lost. But at the time, I was proud of the players, thinking, well, at least
I wasn't.
You wasn't?
No, I was fucking fuming.
Fair enough. I was
absolutely fucking fuming when we lost that Super Cup, because it was ours to lose, and Frank brought on 2 shitty subs, Archie Gray and Bergvall, and we put the whole entire team in front of the goal, thinking, oh yeah, this will be a nice tactic. No, it wasn't. And
But we
then
played,
I was like, yeah, I was like, cool, we lost it. I was pissed off, and then I was like, okay, I go to the preseason games. The only preseason game I didn't go to was the one in Hong Kong because I'm not paying that much money. But I even went to the one that was behind closed doors. I got to see that game, and I was like, oh, we're all right. We're not doing too bad here. And then it just for me, it was real early, bro. I
was
was
that
like, nah.
was the one behind closed door? Was that the training ground?
Yeah, it was.
Wickham.
If
Wickham.
memory, yeah,
Welcome.
if if memory serves right, I can't remember what team it was against because I didn't care because I was really, really drunk.
It was
But I
Wickham,
went
wasn't it?
to
It was Wickham Wanderers. Yeah, Wickham.
yeah, that's it, Wickham Wanderers. I went to the one in Reading. That was fun. Hey, Milton.
Milton's in the chat. Evening, lads. Milton, if you want to come on, let me know. I know you wanted to come on last night, but not it wasn't available to stream last night. So, but come on if you want to have your say about the whole situation. You're more than welcome.
But yeah, definitely. When do you think the news will get announced? Because Anton says it's going to be tomorrow lunchtime. We'll find out.
Who's Anton?
Sorry, Anthony. Got your name, mate.
That's
The amount
about
of
right.
names. I know. Look, I know an Anton, an Anthony, an Andrew, an Andy. I don't know, bro. This guy over here, he says tomorrow lunchtime. What does this guy down here say?
I say, I don't even know if it's true until I see it actually happening. I do not trust a word these journalists say. Not after everything.
Yeah, but Sky things like Sky Sports have got hold of it and stuff, and usually when they say it, it means that it's a chance that it will happen.
But,
but
I don't know. If it does, then it
falls through at the last minute.
If it does, it'll be them probably tomorrow morning. I reckon something like that. They'll be talking late tonight, and then they'll have something ready at like 10 a.m. That's how it usually is at Spurs. But I honestly don't know.
Do you think we waited over a week to sack Tudor because of what happened with his dad?
Probably.
Oh
yeah. But I know obviously that's unfortunate. But you can't be sentimental, can you? We're in a
definitely. Stop being so sentimental.
Sentimental, definitely. That's me. Don't you worry. I like having a little bit of sentiment too.
But with the whole Thomas Frank reign, obviously, I was saying about PSG. I thought I was pretty happy with the performance. Guy, you obviously wasn't.
No.
Against Man City, we played really well. But to be honest, we could be shit like we are this season, and we always manage to get a result against Man City. So you can never read too much into that type of result, can you?
Not read too much.
I was at that game.
What the away game?
Good game. Yeah, it was a good game. I loved it. It's always nice to go to the Etihad because it's one of the fucking. People say our home stadium is quiet. The Etihad is one of the quietest stadiums that I've ever been to, bro.
Well, I remember a few years ago, when we lost 4-2 to Man City. We were, I think under Conte, we were 2-0 up, and they pulled it back in the second half, won 4-2. When they were 2-0 down at half time, their fans were booing them off, and I was thinking, look at where they've been. They've been the last few years winning titles and stuff, and they're booing them off. I found amazing, actually.
Oh, dude, it's Spurs. It's Spurs. If a team does not beat us, if the way, because like I say, I know loads of rival fans. I do rival panels, right? They all tell me Spurs is the litmus test. If you can't beat Spurs, you're gonna beat your fucking team up, bro. We're shit.
When we won the Europa League, a lot of Man United fans, like Alex Truck on Talk Sport. Is it Alex Truck or Alex Truck? Alex Truck, isn't it? Yeah. And Mark Goldbridge on his channel, they found it quite disrespectful that they lost. That they didn't mind. It wasn't that they lost the final; it's the fact they lost to Spurs.
Yeah, they were loving it. They thought it was a given, mate. They thought it was a given. Like they honestly thought it was a given.
I thought it was because Spurs and Man United in the final. There's only ever really one winner there, except this time it was Spurs.
Dude, I went into that final completely confident that we would win
Really?
it because, yeah, because we beaten them 3 times in a row.
Um,
I was
Well,
like,
God,
dude,
the
I
thing
put
is,
a bet on it. I put a bet on it with a rival fan, KG. You know KG that does best of enemies with
yeah,
expressions. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why KG, if you look back, right, he does a friend best of enemies with an orange bleach beard. The reason he has that is because of me. Because I bet him, right? I said I would shave my head, yeah, if we lost. And I said, you've got to bleach your beard, right? And I was so confident, no brother, bro, I ain't shaving my head for no one, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
bro, if you lose, you got to dye your beard ginger. So he had to call his wife to get it all good. And he turns up on Best of Enemies. And I was like, you did shout my name out. It was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that, you cunt. But I was like, that's the reason he's got an orange beard in that Best of Enemies after that final is because of me.
well, I was a bit like, obviously said we've beaten them so many times, but I was always like skeptical, thinking, knowing us, the time that when it really matters is the time we end up losing to United.
I had faith in the boys, mate. Here's the thing: when people say, "Oh, you're a shit fan," you're a shit fan. I went into that final completely confident that we were winning it. Like I said, I bet that I would shave my head, and I ain't been bald. I ain't been bald since I was born, mate. So, but yeah, like I say, but
I get told I'm on a WhatsApp football group, and I get told I'm a shit fan because I keep saying that Spurs are going to get relegated and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm just a realistic fan, and I want Spurs to prove me wrong. And I'll be happy for that person on that WhatsApp group to say, "Hey, I told you it wouldn't go down."
yeah, man.
But I just don't see it happening. I'd want them to say it. But at the end of the day, even if we did stay up, why would you brag about it? Oh, look, you and Ron, I was right and all that stuff. Because we should never be in this situation in the first place. We've had a shit season, so it don't matter if we stay up. We still had a shit season.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
mate. Definitely, mate. If we
One sec,
if
guy.
we
One
if
sec, one
yeah,
sec,
no,
guys. So, Roughnick's just come in. Big up, Roughnick. Thanks, Tiny. It's going to be a disaster. The board in blind panic have made the wrong appointment again. Should have waited for Poch. Yeah, I know, but the trouble is, if we're in the championship, who will we get until then? And if we're in the
Yeah.
championship, would Poch come? But if he loved the club, he probably would. But I don't. We can't wait until the championship, like no, to the end of the season to make a right appointment because we desperately need the appointment now, don't we? And I don't think we can go down the interim route again because look what happens with Tudor. Carry on, Guy. What we saying?
no, I wanted Defley's opinion on this, mate. So, if we do survive relegation, would you the next season? Yeah, right. What's
Yeah,
your expectation for next season? Because my expectation is just stay in the bottom half, bro. I think we
Yeah,
stay.
like
I think,
it'd be my prediction basically for Thomas Frank's first season was 11th. Basically, that's what I said. That's where I predicted we'd finish. And everyone was saying like 5th, 4th, 6th. You know, and I'm just thinking, where are they getting this confidence in Thomas Frank from? Like 11th, and where are they getting the confidence from the players we have, even with the transfer window? 11th is the answer. And then I was being fucking too optimistic, wasn't I?
yeah, you're being too optimistic,
I was
mate.
being a happy clapper, mate. That was me, happy clapping away.
but we don't know what squad we're going to have next season if we stay up. So
We don't
with
know what league we're in next season.
with this squad, you'd probably say we'll probably struggle. But if we do stay up, um, if we do stay up, and we have a complete reset, bring new players in. Zerbi gets bats, which I don't think he would, but if he did get bat,
No Champions League money.
he would. Yeah, no, but I think sometimes we should go down the route of the Brightons and the Brentfords and get those players. They always find top quality players from somewhere, but if they sign for us, bloody the fans will be moaning about it.
Yeah.
I think, like I say, mate, it's a new norm. It's a new norm. We need to set our expectations on just becoming like we are not Manchester United. We can't do what Manchester United do. I know we talk about it a lot, but like Manchester United lost the final and they were in a similar position to us, and look where they are now. That's because they're Manchester United. We need to really reset our expectations as fans. If we stay up, we've really got to reset our expectations.
Well, we need to. I think in the transfer market, we need to compete with clubs like Newcastle's and the Villas of the world. If we're trying to compete with the Man Cities, the Arsenals, the Liverpools, the Chelsea United, then we're never going to get the type of players. But if against the Villas and the Newcastles, if we're competing with them, I think we have a chance because of London and in my opinion, I think we're a bigger club than them. I know Villa won the European Cup, but they've also had a couple of championship spells. Newcastle. Don't get me started on them. I think we're much bigger than Newcastle, and I think if all three of us doing well near the top of the league, Villa, Spurs, and Newcastle, and I'm being biased. I think if a player comes in and has to choose out of us three, I think I'll choose Spurs.
Well, who the fuck wants to live in Birmingham, man?
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Who wants to live in Newcastle? It's all the fucking up north, isn't it?
Yeah,
Cold
exactly. That's the argument I went with.
No, I lived in Castle Bromwich, mate. I lived in Castle Bromwich. I lived in Castle Bromwich for 6 months. It's a fucking shithole, mate.
I know. Lisa's put random question, guys. I'm hungry. What shall I order? Can't do worse with an Indian or kebab or something like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not. I'm gonna say something, but I'm not. I'm gonna hold my tongue, mate.
Is it a naughty one? Is it a naughty one? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Type it in the private chat.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
Roughness put Zerbi on a 12 million 5-year contract. It's crazy and desperate. It's not going to end well. To be honest,
yeah, but we are desperate.
I'm a bit surprised with giving him a 5-year deal because if we do go down, is he going to stay with us in the Championship? I don't think he is. So I'm a little bit surprised we've offered him a 5-year contract. But we're so desperate with the money now. We're so desperate. He holds all the negotiating cards. So he's probably got try and get as much money as possible out of them. Because at the end of the day, if we go down, that's he'll have a relegation on his CV as well. So it's probably how we're going. How everything's going. There's a comment here, new person, I think. So, Tony, thanks for coming in, mate. We are going down. Yeah, I think we're going down as well.
That is a mad profile picture, bro. That is mad.
Yeah. I've said on my streams we're going down. If you're new here, please like the stream and give us a sub. That'd be much appreciated. And same to Guy from the Lane and definitely Spurs TV. That will be much appreciated.
Yeah, I've got to haul myself out, innit?
What's that?
I said I've got to haul myself out.
What do you mean?
Put my link in the chat, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What do you think he means?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious, man.
Tony's put, we lose to Wolves. Yeah, to be honest, we always lose to Wolves. So it wouldn't surprise me.
We always lose to Wolves.
Of course we're losing to Wolves.
They're our Man City. They are like. We
always lose to Wolves.
We always lose
whether we're away, whether we're at home, whether we're I don't know. We're always going to lose to
and
Wolves.
they've got Wolves are actually playing quite well at the moment. So now in our luck, they'll lose to West Ham at the weekend, but when they play us, they'll beat us.
It probably will happen,
Should have given Harry Potter a call because we need magic to fix this situation.
I'm not sure I agree with this one, Tony. We should give him Potter a call. Don't think he's the one. Look at what happened with West Ham.
Yeah, I can't believe it, bro.
I still can't believe Graham Potter got Chelsea, bro.
He's a guy that looks like he could have aura, but every chance he's given to sort of prove it, he just completely.
He gets his pants pulled down.
He's a bit like the Thomas Franks Potter is. He did well at Brighton, but then when he was given a big job, failed, didn't he?
Yeah, I can't believe he got the Chelsea. I cannot believe he got the Chelsea. Oh no, I can believe it because Chelsea are
almost Tuchel for that guy, bro.
My uncle's a Chelsea fan, and he was like, he was just not having him at all.
Oh. They're having a protest soon, aren't they? Chelsea and the Strasbourg lot.
They want
you know what? I'm really interested to see how many people turn out for that, because if they get a massive turnout, because because like I say, West Ham friends, yeah, they've had massive protests, and if Chelsea have a massive protest, we are washed. We are washed, man. We are washed.
Yeah,
Thing is, their new owners have turned them into a bit like Spurs, haven't they? Bottle jobs or something.
Yeah, relevancy.
Yeah, basically, exact bottle jobs. I mean, but then I don't know if they're worse than us because they're probably going to beat us still at the end of the day. You know.
Of course we're gonna. Of course we're gonna lose against Chelsea, bro.
Yeah.
We could be top of the league, flying, not lost all season. Chelsea could be bottom of the league, getting relegated, not won all season, and they'll still beat us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battle of the Bridge, man. I was at that game.
Say it, guy. I can take it.
I'm sure you can, love.
Not that kind of show, huh? Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, no, like we always lose against Chelsea. I mean, when was the last time we won a London derby? I can't even. Oh, Brentford. We beat Brentford. Oh, great. Yeah.
Brentford were poor that day, weren't they?
We're on our way to becoming the new Brentford, which is just hilarious, guys. It's just absolutely hilarious.
We beat Palace, didn't we? We beat Palace away.
Oh yeah, we beat Palace away. I was at that game. I forgot that game because it's so bad.
That was a shocking game.
But yeah, that was the worst football game. I keep saying every time I see Spurs live, I come out the stadium and go, "That is the worst fucking football game I've ever seen in my life." This is the reason why I don't go. I was on a stream with because you've all met Eugene now, right? He was telling me, oh, what? Because I don't leave early at the game, yeah, because I've paid for my money. I'm gonna watch the game. He was like, oh, you guys in the stadium, you need to support the guys more. I'm like, are you fucking mad? I was like, are you mad? Are you telling me after spending like hundreds of pounds on these bastards and we're 3-0 down, I have to stay in the stadium while it's raining and it takes me 3 hours to get home? Nah, man. I'm leaving early, man. Nah, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It's, I just can't really be asked to go to the stadium at this point because we all know what's going to happen. But I might still go to the Leeds match. I'm not too sure.
If you're going, let me know, because what I'll do is I won't go to the match, but I'll meet you beforehand.
Yeah, that sounds good, bro. That sounds good.
Yeah, like I say, because I'll just watch the game of the Coach and Horses. I'm put my foot down after the North London derby. Sorry, Spurs, go fuck yourselves. I'm not watching you live. You don't deserve my support. Not anymore, bro. No way, bro. I'm not putting myself through that pain.
What about if we start flying? Yeah. We stay up and we start flying again.
Well, I've got my Hotspur 1 membership. I might even go to the game at Leeds. Who knows, bro?
Next season in the Championship, the tickets will probably be half price, won't
they? No way, man. It will be cheaper to get away tickets, mate. Because Charlton's 35 quid, QPR's 45 quid.
Yeah.
They'll charge the highest price in the Champions League still.
Oh, what is this club, man? This club is a joke. This club's a joke.
Yeah, they have done me one big favour because obviously my YouTube name is Dr. Tottenham. Now, if we weren't so Dr. Tottenham, I would be struggling to find out what my name was. I actually originally had Anthony Taught Spurs, but then I thought it didn't sound right.
Oh, that's too generic.
Yeah.
That's too generic. That's too generic. My real name's in my name, bro. I can't do fake names online. This is the thing. I remember. I
was just going to say, sorry, I was be honest. I use Chat GPT to help me figure out a name.
Nice. Yeah, no, I joined a band. Definitely. Do you remember a band called 80s Matchbox Beeline Disaster?
No, I can't say I've heard that. Unfortunately, is that your
Anyway,
band?
yeah, they're a band from like the noughties, kind of rock and roll
I see.
band, gothy. And the lead singer was called Guy, and he said, "Yeah, you can join the band, but you can't call yourself Guy." And I'm like, "No, mate, I'm not changing my name." And they were like, "Oh, sorry, mate." It's like, "Cool, bro, I'm not changing my fucking name. Call myself
Yeah.
Jack. Do I look like a Jack?" Oh, I'm not going to go with that one.
Now you can put off a Jack. Now you look more like a Barney. You look more like a Barney, mate.
Did you just say I can pull off a Jack?
Yeah.
Could he pull off a Jill?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you could pull off a Jill, yeah. Good.
Oh, no hope 2026. He's gone.
Sorry, this is when you said you could pull off a Jack. It's just like, oh, I can't. Oh, okay. I'm in the room. I'm back in the room. Boys. I'm back in the room. Oh
So
God.
obviously we know it's obviously going to be Zerbi now. That's the one. Who did us? We probably mentioned this before, but I'll obviously ask the same question again. Like Guy and definitely one at a time. Who was your choice as the manager, and why was that person your choice?
What after Frank got sacked?
Well, after Frank and then after Tudor. So who would you have had now, and who would you have had after Frank? Yeah.
After Frank, I would have had like Harry Redknapp, and after Tudor, I would have had Harry Redknapp basically, because it's just like just give Harry a go. Like at this point, what?
Well,
What
Roy Hodgson's back. Roy Hodgson's back.
Oh boy,
I said to my dad
let's
that
not take the piss
he's
in.
gone to Bristol City, and he said, "Oh, I thought you were going to say that he's the new Spurs manager." And to be honest, we need someone to keep us up, so why not?
I mean, I don't know. We give both of them a heart attack, for God's sake.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of
Who did you say after Frank?
Harry Redknapp.
Okay, now
It's just
after
Redknapping. Yeah,
And after
in
Tudor,
Redknapp
Harry
we trust.
Redknapp.
Yeah, in Redknapp we trust. Yeah, in Redknapp we trust, bro. I remember those T-shirts.
I can't believe with Redknapp he ain't managed for so long, and I heard he's going on I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here for South Africa. I don't know when that is, but would he have cancelled that to come manage Spurs? Tough choice there, isn't it?
Mate, I just look, just get a dice. You know those dice they use in like Dungeons and Dragons or Warhammer, yeah? The 12-sided dice, yeah? Just write down names and numbers, roll the dice, whoever it falls on, pick that person, bro. Let's just go. Let's just why not, bro?
Yeah, but knowing our luck, it will land on Ryan Mason. I don't think that would go down well. How about you, Guy? Anyway, who did you want after Frank and then after Tudor?
I'm with definitely on this, mate. I'll just bring old Harry back, mate. Bring Harry back. We should have never let Jermaine Defoe. We should have never let Jermaine Defoe out of Spurs. We should have brought him into the first team. We had him at the youth team, but Spurs didn't want him touching the first team at all. This is his words, so I'm not calling Jermaine Defoe a liar.
I've seen the interview. Yeah, I've seen the interview.
Yeah, so I'm not calling him a liar. Why not bring Defoe into the first team with Harry back, bro? Why not, bro? Let's go.
Might as well stick Jermaine Defoe up front and stuff. I'm sure he'd still bloody do a better job than Solanke and Richarlison. Yeah, we should have brought Harry in. We should re-sign Gareth Bale, stuck Defoe up front, brought Nico Tranchar back. All those players, I guarantee they would have done a better job than the lot we've got.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, get them in at this age and they'll probably put more of a shift in than what we've got on the pitch right now.
Thing is, the team under Poch we had all those years ago. Like, I'm the same with Harry Redknapp, by the way.
Yeah.
The team we had with Poch all those years ago. Well, we had Loris in goal, Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Rose, Water, Dembele, Eriksen, Son, Lamella, Kane, all them. They are 100 times better than the players we've got now. I hear, like, obviously Spurs fans putting Van der Ven and Romero on the same pedestal as the Arsenal centre-backs, but those
You're
centre-backs we have
forgetting
Spurs,
Sissoko, mate.
I'd
You're
rather have them
forgetting
than the ones we've got
Sissoko.
now. What's that?
You're forgetting Sissoko.
Yeah, let me tell you, having a wind-up.
Oh, Musa Sissoko.
He's got to be one of the worst signings we've ever made. I'm telling you.
Nah, I think he was a decent signing for a few years. Actually, honestly, he really took a while to find his feet in that first season. But then I remember he started scoring a few goals in his second season. And then I remember that night in Amsterdam, he actually did that pass, which brought it to Llorente, who then brought it to Lucas Moura, who went and scored the goal. That pass was literally the sliding doors moment. If Musa,
it wasn't really a pass. It wasn't really a pass. It was just a lump up the field, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Musa, he did that. Big up Musa Sissoko. He gave us.
But going from having players like Dembele,
it was no good.
And Wanyama.
As a midfielder, though, who would you actually play in our midfield today in like the defensive role that we have in midfield over him? Maybe Paulinho, but who else?
Paulinho, Paulinho.
Only Paulinho.
Where's he gone? I ain't seen Paulinho for ages,
they
bro.
hate him for some reason. It's crazy.
I've got a feeling. Obviously, we're not going to keep him in the summer, so I've got a feeling they've probably there's a certain amount of games he plays before the move becomes permanent, and the managers have all been told that, and the board have probably said, yeah, don't play him, so we're not going to pick, we're not going to sign him, and so we don't want to sign him, so he's obviously not being played. That's how I look at it, because he's clearly our best midfielder.
Yeah, I mean, we should be signing him though. That's the thing. I don't get why not. We haven't had a midfielder like him in too long. Too long.
Yeah. He's captain material, and he's not even our player.
Yeah, exactly. And we just don't make these signings because he's a no-brainer signing. It took us forever to get him in the first place when we should have gotten him. He's a no-brainer signing. We don't make no-brainer signings. That's just not what we do.
No, we signed Matisse Tell. We signed Matisse Tell. That's who we signed, and Kota Takai and Souza and Conor Gallagher, mate. That's who we signed. It's a fucking shit show, bro.
Milton's put, don't forget the quality of Victor Wanyama. I loved Wanyama. It was brilliant. I remember that goal we saw against Liverpool, Anfield.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was a fucking flying banger, bro. That was a banger. And I'll tell you what, we don't really get midfielders who can make those shots anymore. There was only that one from Sarr against Chelsea, which was absolutely crazy. And to this day, I think it should have counted. Or it either should have counted or Tottenham should have received a penalty slightly beforehand, basically. Because a Chelsea player did that exact challenge on someone that was in the box with the ball. They didn't give a penalty for it. Sarr does that challenge to then win the ball back and then scores a goal, and then it's given as a foul. I just don't get the inconsistency there. It's Anyway, I'll ramble on for days about these decisions. That was a funny Ange interview though. After that, do you remember that when Ange was like, "Look,
he was blatantly cupping his ears to the supporters, weren't he? Because of he got or he brought Sarr on for someone, didn't he? I don't know who he brought him. I can't remember who he brought him on.
To be fair, you would though. Yeah. But then, it's your substitution.
But wait 5-10 minutes to make sure the goal's given before you start doing that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then he was like, in his interview, he made it sound like, I was just clapping the supporters because they were happy and stuff and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, shut up, bro. Shut up.
That was such a funny one.
Yeah, it's the same shit when Richarlison takes his shirt off when he scores. It's like, don't do that. Don't do that. We're fucked.
Soon soon as Richarlison takes his top off, everyone needs to look at the VAR system or something to see if anything's come up.
Yeah, exactly right.
But you know what made me laugh?
Oh,
Last season, a couple of times, Richarlison takes his top off, celebrates the goal, and he got called offside, and he was booked for taking his top off, but the goal was disallowed. I'm like, well, if the goal's been disallowed, why is the yellow card not taken off him?
it doesn't matter, bro. You could take your shirt off in the middle of play, and he's still gonna get fucking yellow. Oh no, these 7 games, these 7 games, I'm not looking forward to them, boys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not looking forward to them. I'm not.
No.
I'm not. I don't look forward to games anymore, mate. It's it's a brutal reality.
Yeah. Well, I'm at Wembley again tomorrow. I'm watching England tomorrow.
Who they got?
Yeah, Japan. I've never seen Japan play football before, so it's a first for me.
Milton's put 1 point I wanted to bring up. It's the amount of money we spend on hiring and firing managers. If we spent that money on players, we wouldn't be in this mess. To be honest, we probably still would be in this mess because I don't trust the board to. We can spend all that money, but it's signing the right players, isn't it? And we've spent money in the past on all the wrong players, so we'd have to spend that money on.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like we've not spent money on players. Like, we're in the top 5 of money spent, and it's net spend on players, man. We spent money on players. This is dirt shit. They've just been shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you wouldn't get us spending £100 million on like a Declan Rice type player, would you? Like, we have signed players, but the players they've brought in, like the Ndombeles of the world, who I always go back to. It's like their attitude, or they're just they're not good enough. We're spending the money on the recruitment team. Something needs to change in the recruitment team. So over the years, that has been shit. No matter who we've had in the recruitment team, just something clear right there. Milton's put, that's why when you score the goal, don't take your shirt off, but your shorts, or take your shorts off and celebrate like a madman. Yep, they definitely should, shouldn't they?
They should not.
Yeah, you might as well if you're gonna get booked for it anyway, you might as well make the most of it. Just run around with no shorts on, I don't know. If it was a women's football, I'm sure we won't disagree with that, would we? So
No, I don't want to see Bush on the pitch, bro. No, I'm fine, bro. No, bro. No, bro. No.
What are we doing here, fellas? What are we doing here?
Anyway, I'm feeling one more comment. Oh, actually, one sec. There's Lisa's come back in. Bush, yeah, definitely. And then Milton's come in. They start calling you tripods. I know. Anyway, I think I'm going to end it there. Been a good stream. Not as many people on tonight. It's a bit disappointing, but it's still been good to have you on, Guy, and you on, Andy, as well.
Sounds good.
A couple of comments coming through. I'll just read these as they're coming. Milton's put, it's not a bush, it's a landing.
Bro.
Yeah, I think that's the cue to end it. Big up everyone that's viewed tonight and watched and liked it. Like the stream, and for anyone that's subscribed, if you have, that's great. Yeah, I'll probably come back on maybe Wednesday or Thursday, but big up everyone. Lisa's come in. Love you. Same back to you, Lisa. Thanks for coming on. Always welcome. But yeah, big up everyone, and see you on the next stream.
On you, Spurs.
No, fuck you, Spurs, bro.
I'll come back on next time, bro. Yeah, definitely.
Come on, Milton.
Yeah, but big up everyone. Thanks for stream. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, come on, you Spurs.
There we go.